Good afternoon, our cherished listeners. This is Gratuity GH, and we are here to continue from where we left off last week on the importance of contributing to the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, Ssnit. We are here once again to touch on some of the challenges faced by the contributors and touch on some key recommendations. I'm here with my colleagues once again, Angela Kusito and Joshua Tutor. Joshua, can you give us some of the challenges faced by the scheme and contributors?
Okay, thank you so much. I will say there is no benefit without challenges, and everything comes with its challenges. And then I could remember we spoke to some commercial drivers, and then they've also highlight on some of the challenges they face in contributing or to contribute towards this scheme. Some of the challenges, and they talk about is the delay in payment, okay, or delay in benefit payment. So delay in payment is one of the challenges encountered by this scheme. And what I would suggest is that the scheme should be able to streamline the payment of these claims by the benefiters, so that it will encourage other people to also contribute. One way to do this is for them to put system in place. Let's say, for instance, if they can have one particular system that if one benefit is due to claim, the person can just go on one particular platform which is recommended by the scheme for them to fill their details. Once it's been verified, the person can just walk straight and then get their money. And so doing, I think it will encourage other people to join the scheme or to improve their contribution.
Okay, Angela, do you have something to add up to the delay of payment?
Yes, I have a pensioner in my house as my father. They have a date. They always go to the banks to receive their Ssnit contributions or benefits. And sometimes it can delay. He will go pensioner. He will tell you, he will go and spend the whole day there. He will come back saying that they say system failure or something, this and that, so it has delayed in their payments. And if it becomes like that, he is found wanting. Here is the case: he's a pensioner, he's a man, he needs to take care of the house and stuff, so he becomes disturbed, and psychologically it affects him. You see that he's really down, and where they've reached, when this money they receive is being delayed, it's not good for their health. You see, it's not good for their health. And when we went to do interviews with the commercial drivers, most of them were saying that when they reach the 60, it takes a long time. As I was saying, it takes a while for them to even receive their money because of a lot of paperwork. So this one too, the system or the technical challenges will come in. They will say you need to bring this, you need to bring that. But when their problem, the pensioners, their problem is when they were filling the forms, or in a way, when they were filling the forms and there was some error or something, they were not prompted. But when it's due for them to start receiving their monies, they will say you are missing a K in your name. You have to do this, do that, and you have to go and swear an affidavit or whatever, or gazette your name. By the time the man will receive his money, especially with what I know or what I am aware of, is before you even start receiving your monthly benefits, they give you a chunk of the money. That is where the problem is. Before you receive that chunk of your your benefits, a lot of processes, and it's really
tiresome. Like,
yeah, it frustrates them. Like, it really makes them feel so down and disturbed, because they know that, oh, now that I've hit 60, I'm going to start receiving. So it takes them like sometimes 2 months or 3 months. I don't know whether it has changed, but I remember my father, it took him almost 3 months for him to receive his chunk of money before the monthly benefit. Sir, it's nothing to write home about, because I'll use my father again, because he is closer to me, so I know how it feels like.
Do you have any recommendations to give?
The recommendations, I'll say that they should upgrade their systems well. They should make it in such a way that they will streamline their system, whereby when the pensioners send in their document that they are now fit to start receiving, first of all, their chunk of money, chunk of the benefit, then the monthly benefits or allowances. They should make it in a way that it will be swift.
You can just sit at your home, enter your
Yes, and you get it on your Momo. You don't really need to go to the bank queue. And it's most of the times at these government banks. My father receives his own at ADB. ADB, when you go there at the end of the month, pensioners saw that are lined up there. So the government should put a system in place that now we are in the world of technology, digital and technology. So they should find ways and means to cut down this long process for the pensioners.
Okay, so one of the challenges is limited coverage. We realize that over the years they've limited, or they've centered this contribution to only the corporate workers, I would say government workers. Okay, so they've forgotten about the informal sectors. So they have to do a lot of sensitization, more education, and go to the informal sectors as well to educate the people the importance, the benefit of contributing to this scheme, so that they can all join the scheme. Because it is very important that all of them, a petty trader, okay, can also contribute to this scheme, so that when they also go on retirement, or they don't have the strength to go to the market again, they can fall on this benefit. So they have to streamline their base. Okay, they have to go to the villages, the petty farmers at the villages, fishing communities. They have to go to all those areas and then educate them about the importance of contributing to this scheme, because their focus is centered on government sectors, only the public workers. So they should go beyond the public workers and educate other people as well, the informal sectors as well, to encourage them to also contribute to the scheme. Most people don't trust in the system, and the basis for this is because there is no much education, okay, for the people to really understand the purpose of the scheme. Okay, so when I could remember when we went to the drivers union, the commercial drivers, and interact with them, people were like, oh, we don't trust the system, there are so much corruption in the system. When your time is even due for you to get your benefit, you have to work, at times you even get the money. So I think people don't really understand, okay, how the process work. So there should be much education. Go to these informal sectors, most of the people who are not well educated, and then educate them about the scheme, the processes to follow. Because I believe you have not followed the due process to register and you are paying, when your time is due to get your benefit, this you find challenges. These are the reason why, like, you go through a lot of challenges to get your money. But if we educate them and then they go through the right processes, they are right, how will I even put it, the names that they have to, because some register with the names that are not on their ID card. So when it's the time is due for them to get their benefit back, and they went there, they realize that they will tell you, okay, your name over here with the name on the ID card is not tallying, so for that matter, you can't get your money. But if we're able to educate them, for them to know the processes that they can follow, I think it will help all of us, and then people won't find it difficult contributing to the scheme as well.
Thank you, cherished listeners, for staying tuned to Gratuity GH. We will come your way once again with exciting and interesting topics. Stay tuned.